lives. Okay, so I want to try out this what is it called? Finding string in your binary. Apparently there is this string comment. Let me copy this in the chat. Okay, so let's try that out. Main string. Okay. For each file given, Gino string prints the printable character sequence. Then I'll add this for. Is this the string comment? Let me check. Your binary, right? String screen. String in your okay. That is interesting. Okay, this is C++. Static assert. My str line. This one. Okay. Return line. Okay. I can do a lot of things, so it's string literal at compile time. But deal with the problem of the current file name, but they can give too much information. Oh, okay. The problem with __ file by the implementation file source file character literal string. Implementation the file. These are bad words. Okay. In practice, this show what the compiler sees. With current translation unit, whatever file name is passed, compiler will be used. This can be literally a file name, a relative path, or a full path. depending on your build system and the compiler. Which because a build system must end up having the whole path of the translation unit for Scala file. This has some negative side effect. The file name is used in log message, it can leak unwanted information. And it can be annoying to read. Oh, okay. Since the full path of the translation unit, then we can assume that will give us the full path of the current file. It would be nice to make it configurable. How much of a path shall be returned? Compiler flag can help. Tells the compiler to replace a prefix of a path with something else. Okay. For example, alright. The flags are compiler specific and not portable. We depend on the compiler and the build system to do the right thing, and things can go wrong. Compile them, check in the code just to be sure. If we do trust the build system not to pass full path to the compiler, it might be a good idea to have a compile time check in the code that this is the case, since Lisp then thought you notice it. To trust the build system not to pass full path to the compiler, it might be a good idea to have a compile time check in the code that this is the case. We always have the full path in, okay? Pretty function. Okay. Fine thing. If I remember correctly, if we are using size of with this mesh, we will get the pointer size. Let's try that. Print size of this is mesh 1. Yeah, because we have a pointer of constant char. Okay. And char in my system is 1 byte. Okay, so If I'm gonna put the character on it, I might limit the character, I guess. What is it again? Okay. Construct name. And sign in. You know, I think before we do this, let's try adding the file name and line number in this value L. What is the L again? Console, okay. Your daily study hours. It depends. I don't have any specific time, I guess. So I'm just study whenever I can. Oh yeah, by the way, currently I am trying to add file name and line number in the error message. And well, I've been thinking that maybe I should use the dynamic memory allocation. I mean, previously I've tried out, what is it called? I've tried out using the string literal, but yeah, it didn't really have expected. Well, it's not good, let's put it that way. So yeah, maybe I should use dynamic memory allocation. So let's see. But then do I need to make this into non-cons? I mean, malloc is it? The size, right? The size of right? Let's try this. I mean, the jar is 1 byte. So if I want 412 character, it should be like this. But yeah, I'm just curious. Can we compile that? Unused, okay. This is not a problem. And now, I also need to edit the tail. Okay. Maybe something like this and then break. Okay, I'm also starting coding, but I'm in the third standard, so I can focus on coding. What is 12 standard? Yeah, I'm not sure about the 12 standard that you're talking about. Of course. Oh. Okay. Higher secondary school. Okay. So it is something like the high school? Is that it? I mean, so you can focus on coding. Well, I suggest to start from something easy. Maybe you can start out using Python, if you know about Python, like something like this. I don't think this will take a lot of time if you are creating a simple Python program. Maybe you can start from Python if you didn't have enough time. I mean, you can also start from C, I guess, but it took a lot of time. I mean, we need to handle a lot of things manually. Okay. So yeah, if you feel like you want to start coding, but what is it called? But you are not sure if you have a dedicated time, Like maybe it is sometime 30 minutes, sometime 15 minutes. Then maybe you can start out from Python. It's quite, what is it called? Easier to get started. Is that a word? Yeah, you might want to start from something easy, like creating a hello world, for example, or let's start Python. Okay, and what is it? Codecrafter is to case github.com. I think I have some project using the Python. Where is it? Get status checker. Nah, okay. Maybe you can learn to create something like this. This is basically, what is it called? We have a git start, we have a git repo. If you didn't know about git, it's basically the stupid content tracker. It's basically a version control, right? So we can, what is it called? We can track the file, the version of the file, the version of the source code in this context. The version of the source code, right? And so we know if something changed. For example, if I use this git status, right? I have this modified utils.c file and utils.h file modified, and also I have this untracked file, which means Git didn't know that this file have changed or not, or you could say that Git didn't really care about this file. And if we want to track this file, if anything has changed, we can use git add. Okay, so this script, let me copy this. Hello Tips Infinite, welcome. I'm just currently in the middle of giving some, what is it called, some recommendation, I guess, to get started with coding. And well, this is the script Python that I created 6 years ago, quite a long time ago. Basically, this script is to, what is it called, to check the git status, like I did like this, but on a lot of repository. If I go to this, like I'm in a repos directory, and I have a lot of repos. Let me do this. I have a lot of git repo in here, so I want to check all of the git status within this repos directory. I mean, at the end, something like this. This is what I create. Oh, but yeah, this is the version using bash or using shell script, not really using Python. I think I can show you. What is it? Git status checker. Right, this is the one I use using bash, but you can also create that using git status checker. just to get started with Python. If you want to start with Python, what are you trying to create? Okay, so I'm trying to learn C. C is another programming language by building a Lisp interpreter. If you know about Python, well, we talked about that previously. In Python, we can do something like this, right? And this is what we are currently creating. This one we are the one we are currently create, and this one is Python. So I'm trying to create a simple interpreter for learning C. The point is to learn C, the programming language, and Lisp is another programming language. Okay, this one, let me copy this in the chat. If you're interested, I want to chat with you, so how can I contact you? Give me a what? I need a few minutes of your life. What do you want to chat about? Give me a reply. Wait. You can check my Mastodon, I guess. I'm not accepting student at the moment, so yeah, I have to decline. I mean, I'm still learning, you know. I'm still learning too, so I don't think I have anything to teach you about programming. I mean, the point of my live stream is to learn together. So I'm also learning too. And what I said might not be correct. That is the disadvantage, right? So yeah, I'm also learning too. So sorry, I'm not sure if I can be a teacher for you. Dev bread visa. Okay. So I can be the friend. Well, sure. Okay. Wait. Let me focus on this. Malok. Okay, so we already allocated. Now we need to. I kind of forgot what did I use previously. Not macro function name. Is it in the line? SNPrintf. Wait, let me check. SNPrintf. Okay, at least it looks like it is a POSIX compliant. Function, okay. Refer to fprintf. Okay. Print formatted output. Now this make me curious. What is the difference between fprintf and snprintf? Okay, let me check. Chart array again. Okay. And then one is the size, right? Okay, this is the size, right? No. This is the size. This is the format. And space for the string. So if you tell it the buffer is 1 byte long, oh, there's no space. Okay. Interesting. So we are putting, this number into this character array. Okay. Okay, so as printf. Wait, let me check. Refer to fprintf. Okay. Let's check fprintf. Excluding the any conflict between the requirement described here and the ISO C standard is unintentional. This volume of development ISO C standard an argument which tests the size of the buffer referred to by S. If n is 0, nothing shall be written. Please output on the name output stream. And consecutive bytes starting at this make me curious. Can we use fprintf like sprintf? No, not that one. File rest extreme. Oh, I don't think we can do that because it is file, pointer file. Okay, this is char. Okay, the size. Let me try that out. size and printf with malloc and playground says printf. Yeah, let's call it with malloc. We don't really need to use malloc, but I want to try that out. Okay. Alright. F size underscore t. Conchar str malloc 10. Wait, how many characters it is for holy see? Holy see, 7. Okay. Yeah, 10 is okay, I guess. And then we have this printf, right, cons. No, not really cons. If I use cons, I don't think I can change the character, right? Let's find out. 512. Sign in. Limit, I guess. Limit, no, yes, okay. And then constant restrict, okay. Holy see. Printf. We free. STR. Yeah. Declare. Alright, that's the delete. Okay, we cannot do that. And yeah. Limit 512. Yeah, there is a, what is it called? There is a difference using a variable as the array size, I guess. If I remember, it is called variable length array. Okay. Is an array whose size is not fixed at compile time. Let me copy this in the chat. Array whose size is not fixed at compile time. And using the variable like this means that we got the size during runtime when we run the program. So yeah, and it can cause problem if you are using the standard that did not support it. Const qualifier. Okay. So yeah, let me fix this first. This got const qualifier. Oh, how can I do that? Okay, it works. I forgot since when. Okay, well, let's change it into the compile time value. Let me copy this. And print F. Only C, okay. But yeah, notice and printf can char, okay, and then size, and then const char pointer, okay. What happen if the size limit more than wait. Oh, this is the format. Okay. So maybe I should do something like this. And then this one, holy C. License printf. Okay. What happens if I do this? Okay. changing the format, what would happen? Okay, nothing happened. Maybe if I use all. Right, there's a warning. Let's use S2 for line, even though it should not be a string. Okay. Expect a comment of type. Okay. Pointer char. But argument 6 has type in. Okay. If I remove the let's try that out. I expect to have a segfault. Yep, segfault. Yeah, I got a segfault and I'm happy. Okay. Now, this make me curious. Wait, I just realized that I'm using this one instead of this one. Okay. Now let's try this. I guess. Yeah, 10, right? And we have more than 10 character right now. What would happen? Okay. Maybe it's another segfault. Oh, input-output trap corrupt top size. Interesting. Let me check. Corrupted top size. Since I thought you would need the necessary data information. Okay. Okay. Looks like it is another form of buffer overflow. Is that it? Here I is less than the airline file name. So only for file name will be copied. That does not include the zero termination. Here no file name is full. Outset buffer. Yeah, and the find behavior. I have to allocate enough space for a new file. Okay. Some message and well constar, yeah, something like this. Okay. And then let's write on the left side. Okay, some message. Okay. So I like calculate the limit. Keep at the good one. Thank you, and welcome, Gautam Gautam, and welcome, Gautam. I'm currently checking out how to create a custom error message, something like that. I mean, I want to add a file name and then number to the error message. So currently I'm checking out how to do that. Possibly using malloc or dynamic memory allocation, but yeah, I'm still thinking about the mechanism to do that. I mean, if the limit that we provide is less than or not the same as the limit that we have, that we allocate, we can have this error, I guess, corrupted top size. And as far as I know, it is another form of buffer overflow. So we are trying to access the memory address that we have no access or permission. IoT structure input output thread instruction. I mean, I could do something like this, right? And it should be fine. But yeah, I'm not sure 500 is enough for this string, but let's try that out. Okay, it looks like it is enough, but yeah, there is a possibility that the file name especially, or the line number, can make the error message exceed the limit, you know. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking how to prevent that. Should I like calculate, like using plus or something like that? If I'm gonna use arithmetic operation, I might need to handle the integer overflow too. It's getting complicated real quick. Okay, but yeah, one step at a time. Let me try putting this in this function, right? Okay, printf. Let's printf in here. Right. Return str. Okay. No, not return the memory address of str, but the value of str, and then yeah, message. Okay. Now let's jar message, some message, holy see. Okay. And then we free message. Let's try that out. Background. Okay. Now I'm kind of curious. File green. Use at exit 0 pad in 0 block. No leaks are possible. Okay. Now let's try not using free. File green. Playground. SN printf with malloc. Okay. Leak summary. This one only heap summary. Okay. To unlock, to freeze. To unlock, to freeze. Where is the second allocation? Is it in SN printf? I mean, we are only using malloc, right? Interesting. You know what? Let me change this void and then message limit. Okay, no return. Let me try. Oh, right. I need to call the function. Holy see. Valgrind playground and printf with malloc. Okay, 0 alloc, 0 freeze. So it is not in the SN printf. Maybe it is in the printf. Maybe. Let me try this. Printf str. Okay. Valgrind and printf with malloc. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've heard that someone says printf using, what is it called, dynamic memory allocation. So, and I have no idea how to check that at that time, and now it looks like it is true. Okay, interesting. I mean, that is why. Let me where is it? In the alloc error, if I remember. Okay, in the function alloc error I use write, which I assume did not use dynamic memory allocation. I mean, if we have a problem with malloc because we don't have any more memory and trying to print using printf, which also use malloc, then yeah, we might not be able to do that. Oh, okay. Interesting. Now let's try using the write stdl. Main std, the main page, the manual page, I guess. Main, right? the manual picture itu. The what is it? UniSTT or right? Let me check. I think this one, right? Write to a file descriptor. Oh yeah. System call, okay. UniSTT, but 3. The POSIX one is on the file, and it is also in the UniSTT. Okay, file descriptor. Let me check. Errors again. Like, what is the file descriptor? Is it in UniSTT? Version test macro. Its own not okay. C programming list file descriptor. Stream and file descriptor. Input or output to a file. STTR file, no. Maybe it should be. Well, let's try that out. STT, okay. STT out. File no. File status flag. Formatted output. Let me hit that first. Formatted input. Handling for right function. Okay. Monkey here. is FT1. Where can I see the list? The file descriptor. Okay, close. Right, this is the standard, I guess. Standard in, standard out, standard error. Maybe we can do something like limit. Maybe. Okay. File crime. Background as and printf. Okay, that is bad. But yeah, we don't have dynamic memory allocation. Okay, at least we don't have. Yeah, it is different when using, what is it called? When using printf, which have dynamic memory allocation. Okay. Okay, and then file clean. Wait, malloc. Okay. Hello, Ashok Kumar. Welcome. Did you create your own language? No, I didn't create my own language. In case if you are new, Lisp is another programming language. I'm just creating the interpreter for Lisp. So yeah, no, I don't create my own language. If you ever try Python, it's like, well, interpreter for Python, something like this, and this is what we are creating. Yeah, no, I'm not creating my own language. I'm just, what is it called? I'm just creating the interpreter for Lisp programming language. I mean, we are using the syntax of Lisp as close as possible, like using those bracket stuff. And what is it? This one, like the operator first, right? And then the value or something like this, maybe. Head 69, 69, 42, 0. Right. Yeah, we are not creating another programming language. We are just creating the interpreter for the existing programming language, that is Lisp. Okay. I have doubt why you are not referring to any AI tools. Well, what do you mean by AI? Is it artificial intelligence or actual Indonesian? If this is what you mean by AI, then yeah, I am the AI. I am the AI. Actual Indonesian. But if what you mean artificial intelligence, then yeah, no, I don't use artificial intelligence, so I'm not sure what your stops it about. So yeah. No, like ChatGPT and Gemini. No, I don't use that. Oh, hello, Tiffan. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I don't really use ChatGPT and Gemini. I'm just trying things out, like checking things out like this, using Valgrind, using a compiler, GCC. Oh, no. I think I remember you. Calm down. Alright. Okay, how is it going? How are you doing? Next time I have question for AI X on Indonesian. Well, oh, nice. I mean, I never, what is it called? I never test IELTS or something like that, so I'm not sure about my score, but I bet my score will be bad, not as good as yours, I guess. So yeah, it's really hard, but yeah, congratulations, Tiffan, and yeah, welcome back. Currently we are trying to what is it called, to try having a custom error message with the file name and the line number. So yeah, I know why. What do you mean, Aso Kumar? Why I didn't use artificial intelligence? If that is what you mean, then well, I have no idea how to verify the information from the artificial intelligence, How did I know that the answer from artificial intelligence is correct? That is why I'm not really using it, because I don't have any experience to verify that. And well, I'm what is it called? I'm doing experiment like this to have an experience. For example, previously I didn't know, or you could say I have no idea how to check if printf using dynamic memory allocation, but now using file grind, I can see that it looks like printf function using a memory allocation. So yeah, that is one thing that I know that I can check now, I guess, whether they are using memory allocation or not. And well, about other things like the what is it called, the free, if we are not free our dynamic memory allocation, Falcon will also report that Valgrind playground printf with malloc. Okay, something like this, like summary, blah blah blah. So yeah, that is why I don't really want to depend on artificial intelligence, because I'm still learning and I have no idea if the answer from artificial intelligence is correct or not. So that is why I trying not to use artificial intelligence, Okay, Divan learning German, Korean for listening. Oh, you are also learning German and Korean. Well, that's interesting. Did you what is it? Where did you learn for German and Korean? Is it from application or you have a proper education for learning those languages? Okay, and then ATR. If it's my first time learning anything, then AI sabotages my progress. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean. This is the first time I learn C programming language, so I didn't really want to depend on AI or the artificial intelligence, not the actual Indonesian. So yeah, I want to learn what is going on, right? Oh, different. I did mention stop saying to. If I remember correctly, Divan, you are the one who tell me to sing Baby Shark. And you have your headset fixed. So you want to hear me sing. Now you're saying to stop saying to again, okay? So I will stop saying to or humming in the microphone again. Are you working or studying? I'm currently studying Aso Kumar after 4 or 6 years study session on uni. Oh, so you learn German. Okay, let's take a break, I guess. Okay, so after, what is it? So you learn German and Korean after your study session abroad. Oh, okay. That is kind of interesting, I guess. I never going abroad, so yeah. No, I'm not that deeper into Korean. Oh, okay. But wait, did you have what is it called, study abroad session? Oh, the alphabetic of it. What about to listen and jot down? Oh, did you mean you are listening to Korea stuff? Especially as in German. Oh, okay. So did you study abroad on German? Or okay, see you later, Raso Kumar. Yeah, this. Oh, okay. Now, do you have any recommendation for someone who want to learn about German language? Is that the word? About Germany? Yeah, let's say I want to learn German. Do you have any suggestion maybe? I mean, I want to going abroad, right? So I want to learn another, what is it called? Another language. You need to have some tips. You need to have some tips to learn vocab. Okay. Oh, like 10,000 word a month. Okay. Same as deadline. So we need to have a deadline. But how many words we know? Okay. About the question ITR asks, what project do you recommend for learning a new language? I'm learning C++. Okay. Personally, I'm doing this project because I found this book. Let me copy this in the chat. So yeah, what is it called? I am building my Lisp interpreter because of this book mostly. So maybe you can start by network programming, something like that. PG notes network programming. I mean, for my case, the material came from AI Pro, maybe the simple. Okay, let me address ITR question first. Maybe you can, what is it called? You can do something like network programming, or I've also created a project about what is it? A simple Pomodoro timer, something like this. This is with Golang, right? Basically, the point is that we have we have the usage, right? The CLI, and then status. So the idea is that we create a Pomodoro timer, but we are not the one updating the status, The one updating status is another program. That's why when we run this CMOS status over and over again, the status printout will be different. And I use this with my i3 bar. If you know about i3 i3 is a tiling window manager. Let me copy this in the chat. So I'm not sure. Wait, let me check. Is there any bar? Okay, configuring i3 bar. So it is basically the bar at the bottom, or some of it have at the top. Some people have the bar at the top. It's basically like the status bar. So the one who update the Pomodoro status is actually the i3 bar, another program, or i3 status, I guess. The one who update the status is i3 status. So maybe you can create something like that, a simple Pomodoro timer used in the status bar. I mean, any status bar, as long as it keep being updated, you know. For example, I can also put this in my Tmax, right? I have my uptime here, and also I can put my Pomodoro timer in here, and it will keep being updated. Let me demo that to you. Status left, I guess. Oh, maybe right. Okay, Sometimes it is hard to read the Tmax syntax. Simo status. Okay. Now, if you can see, this is my status bar. No, Pomodoro timer. The one updating this status is actually the Tmax status line. So yeah, maybe you can use that as the, what is it called? As the project to learn something. I mean, when I tried that out with Golang, I'm basically using a JSON file to store the information. So yeah, maybe you will learn a little bit about how to create the file, how to read the file. I mean, you can use another file format other than JSON. I use JSON because in Golang it is easy to create and read JSON file, I guess. And if we take a look, it's basically something like this. This is the information generated by Simo, the simple Pomodoro timer. Okay, Divan, I got my score. I could share my disk, but the others don't. What? I got my score. I could share my disk, but the others don't. What do you mean, Tiffan? I mean, if you want to share the tips to learn another language, like German or maybe Korean too, yeah, you can share that in the chat. And then ITR. Okay. Yeah, that's a cool idea, useful project. Never found much value with Pomodoro, but does it work with you? For me, it works because, well, what is it called? Sometimes I need a break too, But other times, like previously, when I'm really focused on something, I didn't realize that my Pomodoro focus session already done, and I just keep going. So it can be beneficial if we try to focus for long hour, because we have what is it called? We have some rhythm, you could say. We have some rhythm that keep us, what is it called? Keep us being focused for a long period of time. But yeah, I think the benefit for me when using Pomodoro timer is the right. Wait. Yeah, if I can type correctly. Okay. The rhyme, right? It kind of set the tempo, right? Focus, break again, and then focus, break again. So it keeps, what is it, my mind from being too tired, you could say. Other than, let's say, 2 hour full going on throttle every single time, that can get very tiring, I guess. So yeah, for me, Pomodoro timer can be beneficial to set the rhyme or the tempo for working long hour. But then again, everyone is different, and I didn't really strictly follow my Pomodoro timer either. Right? I mean, as you can see, my default Pomodoro timer is actually 50 minutes of focus time. But well, I exit that. I'm focusing more than 50 minutes sometimes. So yeah, there is that. But again, it can be beneficial or not depending on your style. If you, what is it? If you didn't really like having this kind of tempo, then maybe Pomodoro timer is not for you. But for me, it can be useful to have this kind of tempo where I can focus, when I can focus, and when I need a break or something like that. But yeah, even if you think that Pomodoro timer is not useful, I think creating a simple Pomodoro timer CLI can be a starting project to learn new programming language. Or well, maybe you can also learn about network programming. Let me copy this in the chat. I mean, after I finish this book, this Build Your Own Lisp, I'm planning to take a look at this guide to network programming, because my goal is to, what is it called, to do some low-level programming stuff, like a system programming stuff. And well, I want to start start from the network programming. So yeah, that is my, I think, recommendation to start things out. Or maybe you have another tools that you need and you can start from there. I mean, the reason I create my own Pomodoro timer is because, again, I feel like Pomodoro timer is beneficial for me, and I want to understand about Golang more. So I create my own Pomodoro timer, even though there is already exists a lot of Pomodoro timer for the, what is it, for the status line or status bar, right? I can just use their Pomodoro timer CLI and move on with my life, but I want to create my own and also learning about Golang in the process. And well, if you take a look, I didn't use any dependency, only, what is it called? Only the built-in function in Golang. That is quite interesting, for me at least. Okay, let me go to the bedroom first. Be right back. Don't forget to drink water. Alright, let's focus again. Message limit. Should I like calculate it? If I print out size of, I think we will print out the size of a pointer, right? Oh, okay. Playground. Right, this is the size of a pointer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with no terminator 8. But if I remove this, it will also print 8. Right. Okay, so we cannot use size of. I think we need to calculate that. Let me take a look. I think this one. Function tail. Okay, we are using this one. The online. What is the value of online size T? Okay. Well, it's quite big, but yeah, I need to calculate for the space too, right? And then for the what is it called? Space. This one space, and then calculate for this new line character. and the file name. Line, file and macro, okay. Size of, okay, we can use size of, but the thing is that oh, right. For the file, I don't think the file will change, but yeah, it can change. So maybe I need string line. The line number of course cannot change. This makes me curious. 69. Let me try and then check using GTP. Ground printf. No, not printf. Sn printf with malloc. Break some. Oh, right. But let's see. Next. There's no number information, okay. Interesting. Cannot find one step. Oh, okay. Looks like we need to add information. Okay, playground. Not alpha. Some message. Run. No, okay. Step. Hold on a minute. Retype. In. Okay, so the line is in. What about file? I assume this is this is pointer char. Let's find out. Create some pick type itu jar 34. Okay, interesting. And okay. So it is in the stack. 34. Playground and printf 33. Okay, with the new terminator. Oh, hello, Tiffan. Oh, what is that? I don't really want to say it without knowing what is that. Anyway, welcome. Okay, jar 34. Okay, interesting. So yeah. For the unsigned limits.h, I think having this maximum value is enough for the error message. Maybe. Anyway, let's try to calculate this. Unsigned in. Okay. Oh, only you watching me? Okay. Yeah, I hope you enjoy what you are watching, Stefan. I mean, what is it called? I've already getting used, I guess, to no one watching me, so it didn't really bother me that much. Because again, I just want to document my process, my learning process, and sometimes I take a look at my own live stream just to check what did I learn previously, something like that, or is there any reference that I put in the chat during specific live stream. I mean, the description, the YouTube description character limit, I almost hit that. So yeah, I cannot really add a new reference in the YouTube description. So there's that. Okay. STL link file. Do I want to change this? Yeah, I mean, if there is a guarantee that the file is not changed. I can use size of instead of strlen. Right. So we only need the, what is it called? Unsigned in for the line number. Okay. Can we like do this? I mean, one parameter have a name, but another one doesn't have a name. Let's try that. Okay. To view argument, and yeah, when I check, where is it? It is in here. This line number, right? So not this line number. Okay, and then maybe something like this. Okay, it works. It compiles, sorry. Working or not is remain to be seen. Okay, now this one in the line 11. Right. Okay. Size of not really enough. Limit size of plus as and print f. What is the return value of s and printf? In integer, okay. Maybe we should use line number integer, okay. Wait. I'm kind of curious. News, okay. 29 news. Pedantic. Still unused, okay. look down. Semi for the last. I'm not sure if this is gonna be the last time we see each other. So, well, I hope this is not the last time we see each other, I guess. Alright, I'm looking at the chat. Tivan. Line number. Size of file. Yeah. This is one way to get how many characters we have. Become inconsistent or corrupted. Definition. The top chunk size to become inaccurate or leading to the corruption error, buffer overflow or underflow or underrun in this case. Writing beyond the allocated memory, right? Reading from the memory that hasn't been allocated, then corrupt the top chunk. Custom malloc without free. Even can lead to overlapping top chunk. Use of an initialized pointer okay. Yeah. Over time, frequent memory allocation and the allocation can lead to memory fragmentation. Hundreds of chunks because become fragment, leading to the error. In C++, okay. It's offer a more control and safer approach to memory management. This method automatically handles safer approach. Handle all memory deallocation. Okay. Interesting. Pre-allocating a fixed amount of memory and reusing it for multiple allocation. Reduce the frequency of malloc and free calls, minimizing the risks of corruption. Okay. Memory pooling, So we can like allocate specific amount and then we can use that instead. That make me think about another solution. But yeah, one by one to try using static variable to what is it called, to store the message. String spring size. Wait a minute. Line length. Get the length of number characters. How many characters in a number? Okay. Total character needed. Okay. My number as a string. To count the number of digits that are written, if you write the number from 1 to n, is something like okay. Wait, let me check MPC. Okay. What is it? Glimmerling. Ceiling. Nasty. Okay. Okay. Grammar fine parcel. Okay. Size DJ. Okay. And sign in. Digit max. How to calculate that? Should I use SNPrintf? Maybe. But yeah, is it gonna be negative though? Number line, no, 0. And then what is it? Right. Line number. Okay. Unused. Right. Can I look at this? No compile error at least. Interesting. Line number. Okay. This make me curious though. So should I do this like getting the limit size from SNPrintf? File, the number, printf, okay, let's type it out. 45, okay. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 10. 6, 9, 10. Okay, 30. 6. Right, 9, 10. I'm so bad at calculating stuff. 44, okay. Yeah. No. We need to calculate the limit to put this in the SNPrintf. Not length of C string, but length of number. use any string conversion function. That do not equal 0. Oh, I want to find a result if the input is negative. Okay. Come on. To return 1 and 2 as the length of their character. Math isn't the faster route. Mas benar reply. If I remember correctly, is it from the net? Okay, it used double. Double is quite large for the having the large size, I guess. Sign equal 0. Okay. structure will require printf. Should we like using it as an printf multiple time? Yeah, I'm not really sure if that is the right approach. Limit this looks weird. Okay. Oh, interesting. Why there is no new line character? F. That is interesting. F, okay. Limit 44. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think this is what I want. Well, I guess that's it for now. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.